Welcome to Volumes. Every person has a story, a collection of moments, choices, setbacks, victories, and experiences that shape them. Here on Volumes, we take the time to sit with those stories and explore the chapters that go untold. I'm Portia Kemp, and today I'm honored to begin this journey with someone whose story is still being written, but whose impact is already being felt. Our guest today is Anthony R. Griffin Jr. Anthony's journey is one of passion, perseverance, and purpose. From discovering his love for performance at a young age to building a career in entertainment, he has consistently pursued his craft with dedication and intention. Along the way, he's navigated the challenges that come with chasing his dreams while continuing to evolve as an artist, a creative, and a man. This conversation isn't just about accomplishments, it's about the person behind them. This is Volume 1, featuring Anthony R. Griffin Jr. I met Anthony through the Sidewalk Film Fest. So we would do these, the table reads that they do each year. And we've read twice within the same project for think I think we've only did 2 years where we read within the same project. Think
Yeah.
so. So that was 2025 that we read with each other. And then I think the year prior to that was it 2020, was it
2024.
2024?
Yeah, it was the pro year directly prior to 2025. Yeah.
Okay, so people that are not based in the Birmingham area, Sidewalk is kind of like the hub for film here in Birmingham, and it's something that you do want to be a part of. And if you have a film, it's like it really gets you connected with other people.
Yeah.
Um, you have had the honor to have a film shown there, correct? Through the
Yes.
Sidewalk Fest. Can you talk
Yeah.
a little bit about that?
Last year was
Hmm.
the year that that's another thing. It was like I had a film in the film festival, so like people was like, "Well, why are you doing the table read?" I'm like, I like to read scripts. I enjoyed my time the year before doing it. Met people like you, great people in the industry to know in the community. And I was like, I'm gonna do it as long as it wasn't in the block that my film was showing, because I gotta go. Yeah,
Yeah.
that I gotta go there. But it was like it was like a few hours. I know that the screenwriting block, the table read was a few hours before the my film showing. So it was like a no-brainer. I definitely got to be a part of it. So having my film, going back to your question, having my film in the film fest was it was a big deal for me, mainly because I've always been a sidewalk festival attendee. I've always
Yes.
wanted I just thought, still think that sidewalk is a great way to get eyes on your project. It's like really it has grown so much over the years. I've been in Birmingham for I was in Birmingham for 6 years. So just in that 6 year time span, Sidewalk was getting bigger and bigger every year. I was meeting people from all over the world. So I knew that that was like direct access, like we make a film here,
Hmm.
get it shown here. And I was able to do that last year and they received it well. I got to go up and talk about it because the director wasn't able to make it. Shout out to Brevel, really dope, really talented. And so yeah, I really enjoyed my experience with that.
I'll say I what I gather from what you did like with your career, I did some digging prior to this. I did like a lot of digging the last, I would say, couple of days. I
I'm
think
nervous.
no, no, good stuff, good stuff.
Oh
So
no, no, no.
I think we're similar in the sense that you have that hustle mentality and you even with the script readings. Because I feel like
Mhm.
certain actors will be in that space where they find themselves in an established space and they're like, I don't
Yeah,
want to do that anymore and I don't want to do script readings. But the more that you read scripts, the better you get. So
yeah.
it's like, especially if you're in front of other people, it makes you comfortable once you get in front of the camera. Would you
Right.
agree with that?
Yes, I would agree. First of all, the work is the work, bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even look at I don't look at acting as a tier-based system. I
Mm-hmm.
know I probably that may be like a hot take. I don't know, but I look at it as like the work is the work. What we're chasing is what we're chasing. Obviously, we have our goals, but um, it's with anything that I do in life. It's I'm not trying to cheat the process. I'm not trying to get around the process. I don't want a quick shot to the top. Like I don't want no shortcuts. I want everything that comes with the goal and the reward at the end that I feel is deserved, that I would feel, deserving of it. I feel like it would mean a lot more to me. If I go through the bumps and the bruises and also the high road, like all levels of it. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, so I know us as actors, we can get very much into the work and we could talk about that all day. But prior to that, there was a start to your life. So I did some digging and I saw that even as a kid, you wanted to be an actor. And anytime you had a chance to get in front of cameras, you wanted to be in front of cameras. And tell me how that kind of culminated. And you can throw something about your childhood in there too, like how did you grow up and, to this point in your life?
Okay. I just always have been an outgoing person. Just didn't meet a stranger. Growing up, always wanted. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was my show. That
Yep,
was my
yep.
that was my vibe right there. Like I was a Disney Channel kid for sure. So I would watch them, and yeah, you too. I would watch Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and I'd be like, it's these two kids. I feel like I could do this. I feel like why not try and take
Hmm.
a shot at it, and brought it to my parents. It was a hard no. It was like, go to college, go get this degree, which is I went and got that. I did what they said do. So
Yep, yep.
now I'm working on this while working in my degree as well. But it's like, yeah, growing up, I was in school, not really the best student behaviorally.
I heard and I saw
Uh-huh.
that you were a class clown in them
Oh,
classes.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, basically, yes, I was. That was my senior superlative was class clown or whatever. But yeah, like just always wanting to be the center of attention.
Mhm.
And I was always getting in trouble for it. And I never had any like ill intention behind it. I never, wanted to, cause disruption, which of course it does in school. As an adult, you think now, you look back on it like, oh, that was not smart. Why would you do that? But yeah, so like I wanted to, this space I feel is has afforded me that opportunity or that ability to kind of just be who I am, um, while also delving into characters and things of that nature. Like it's like just also it's kind of like you're doing two things at once. You're doing what you love, which is being able to be free and freely live and freely like, live in whatever truth is on this paper that you're trying to, act out and stuff like that. So we're doing that outside of the confinements of rules and stuff is nice.
I
Yeah.
think you said that in a great way because I think people that don't act and do the table work, they don't realize the freedom in it once you really like lock in and get in your bag of like it's a switch where you're almost not thinking anymore once you really get into a character and
Yeah.
it's a freedom within that space, so I get what you're saying with that. Um
Definitely. Yeah, it's definitely like a definitely switch in
it's
your
like a sub I don't want to call it like a subconscious switch, but it's like you're not thinking. And I
yeah,
think
it's cathartic in a way. Like
yes,
it's like it's just
yep,
it's like everything that it's a feeling you're chasing a high, it's a feeling that you feel
yep,
like everything is just lined up right. And
yep.
especially when you know that you've done the work, you're no longer like, thinking you're thinking the character's thoughts, and it's just kind of flowing, and then you see it all on camera and it just shows up. Yeah.
Yes, for sure. So, and we'll get back to that because I do want to talk a little bit
Okay.
about your process, like your
Hmm.
process when, getting a script, booking a role. But I want to go back a little bit to your childhood. I also read that you actually grew up in a pastor's home, correct? Like your parents were in the church and you played the drums.
I'm a drummer, correct? Yes.
Okay, I wanted to be sure that was some true facts there.
Yeah.
How do you think being in the church, I'm a PK too. I'm a PK.
Yeah.
So
Yo,
yeah,
hey.
yeah. So I understand that
You
dynamic
know.
and yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand. I understand how the structure is major in that space. How would you say that has shaped you as an artist? The structure, growing up in a structured
Mhm.
way.
Yeah, I look at it in two ways, because the structure kind of worked against me.
Okay, okay.
I'm not, I don't like to say it, but I'm not really good with, I feel like I am now as an adult, but growing up, I wasn't really good with structure, with rules, with
Okay.
things that, I would always have the talk with my dad. My dad was a pastor. He,
Yeah.
led a church for many years, and we were the first family and stuff like that. So it was
Yeah.
of the church, and it was always the talk of remember who you represent and remember who
Yep.
your
Hmm.
representation of so and so. But that's just like the other half. The other half that I can appreciate is the knowing who I represent now, and also my faith, my personal faith and belief in you need a lot of belief in self and belief in higher power, which is, for me, God, in this business, because it's not really it's ups and downs in it and stuff. And when you're going
Yes.
through the downs, I mean, who else you gonna rely on? You gotta rely on, whoever you feel is necessary. So
Yep.
that's definitely been a big thing for me more recently, actually. Just finding my place in my faith and stuff like that. So I think growing up in that structured household was helpful and beneficial in ways that it should have been. Yeah.
I got you, and I feel like preacher kids understand that
Yeah.
it's a lot of pressure growing up, and it you when you come out of that, you have to figure out who you are in relation to God and who God is to you um
Right.
in your own path, because I just understand that dynamic. I'll just say that how that can
Uh-huh.
be and how that can the pressure of that can translate into adulthood. So
It follows you. It definitely follows you in adulthood. Here I am now trying to watch what I say because I know my parents probably gonna watch this. Like I
that
don't
but that's
like like it just follows you. And even just going out, like sometimes you just this is aside from acting, but just being in places that I've been in, where
Mhm.
things be going on around me, it's almost like a lifesaver, because it's like I can always hear, like my dad, for
Yep.
instance, voice in the back of my head when I'm like in a place where things are going on around me that I know he wouldn't approve of, or even God wouldn't approve of. Like, I'm
Yep.
like, let me go and get up out of, let me hop about,
Hmm.
yeah, go home, slide, get up out of here. Like it's that type of
Yep.
conscious in my head. Yeah. So definitely a saving grace.
I know when I used to like be in party culture in my younger
Yeah,
days,
exactly.
I
Yeah.
used to, my friends would joke with me because they'd be like, Portia gone. Like, cause if I saw anything looking like it was about to be like a fight or like
Uh-huh.
uh somebody gonna get the shooting or something,
Yeah.
I'm like gone out the building. And they used
Ain't
because
playing on skates out of there.
I would feel like if somebody get hurt, it's gonna be me. Do you get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like if anybody
Yeah.
in this room gonna get hit, it's me. Cause
Yeah.
I'm probably not supposed to be in here in the
You
first
ain't
place.
trying to be
It's
made the
like,
example.
and I just never wanted to be that example. But okay, that's a conversation within itself.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into the acting side.
Okay.
You come out of school, correct? You come out of high school. In that space, where is your brain leaning towards? Did you know you wanted to act coming out of high school, or what was that looking like?
I by the time I got to high school, or when I coming out of high school,
Hmm.
um, my mind was dead set on medical school,
Okay.
doctor. I was pre-med. Um, I just knew I was gonna go to UAB and get my biology, get my degree and go to medical school. Like that was my plan. Because I kind of just forgot about the acting thing. I didn't think it was something that could happen for me, because I was just had this in my head, like, being from Alabama, I had no plans on moving to LA. So it was just
Yep.
like, what I'm not gonna keep chasing a dream that doesn't seem attainable until something like this happened, and I just kind of ran with it because it just felt like, well, shoot, this door ain't gonna be open forever, you know? So
Facts. Facts. It feels good to talk to another Alabama actor because
Uh-huh.
people don't talk about people in like marginalized areas where it's not very like, okay, acting is in your face, or you're
Yeah.
gonna walk past a movie set today. Like if you're in LA or if you're in New York or if you're in
Yeah.
Atlanta,
Yeah.
it's truly in your heart with God when you pursue it because you like this.
Ain't nothing. And then I moved here and I'm on my run last night and I didn't ran up on I don't know if I should say but I didn't ran up on a big project shooting and
Yes.
actually got kicked off of the sidewalk. 'Cause they was like, you can't be on set. I'm like, oh my fault. Let me just go around. Low key a little salty because what a
Yeah,
cast.
like
Why I ain't got booked for it? Like, hey, what's going on? But yeah, like it's just everyday thing. You just be running and you start,
yes.
the yellow signs on the cone, you know what that means. So it's like, oh, for sure, go the other way.
It's like it's in your face when
Yeah.
you're in
Mm-hmm.
these bigger spots. Okay, so I
Yeah.
did read that you did start as a background actor, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Do you remember the first project that you chose to submit to and you actually got some response to that?
The first project I ever submitted to, I got response from. It was called "This Is the Year" with David Henry.
Okay.
In Mobile, shooting in Mobile. Like I said, like stuff don't happen here. So when something was coming, it was on the news. Like they was like, we need
Yeah.
extras. Like, and this young lady who I can't remember her name, but she sent the opportunity to me. She knew that I was interested in the past.
Hmm.
And I told my roommates about it. I was like, hey, y'all want to go do this little thing? They was all game, and we got in my car and drove an hour and some change
Yeah. Yeah.
that, and we had a ball. Like we was there until like 4 in the morning.
Yep.
Came back, went to class, went to lecture in the morning. Like we had a ball, and we did it a couple times. And that's when I met all these people. I got really cool with the casting directors for that project. Shout out to the Goldman Casting. Love y'all.
Yes.
Yep.
Goldman, that's another conversation, but they're
Yeah.
great. Positive conversation. But
Right.
Goldman is great. Continue.
Yes. Yeah, I love Brandy and Ron. So yeah, just met them there, and through doing that, and just kept working with them, and one thing led to another. So like it was just backgrounds. I did backgrounds, maybe my 4 or 5 projects, and
Okay.
then I just kept seeing the number one people, the actors, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do this no more. I want to go do
Yep.
that. What do
Yep.
I need to go do that? What do I need to go
Yeah.
do in order to do that? And I remember I asked, I don't know, I either asked Ron or somebody, and they was like, you got to do this, 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 and that. Speak,
Hmm.
just fast forward. I did this, and that. I did it. Like it was just putting me in my position to do it. So
Something that I gather from kind of your journey within it, I feel like you became very strategic about like, okay, I'm doing the background stuff, but
mm-hmm.
I know I'm locked in on wanting to do like principal work. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is fun and great, and it's giving me the experience that I need. But
Yeah,
I'm kind of zeroing in here on trying to do the principal work. Would you say that that's the truth once you got into it, that you were really kind of wanting
yeah.
to build? Yeah.
From the day I stepped foot on set, like off that bus on set,
Yeah.
I knew because I knew that I didn't want to do this long term. I knew that all that like I didn't want to chase the camera, like chasing the camera because that was me. I ain't gonna lie, that was me. Hello. I'm that guy. I was like, how do I get up front and just doing the background, just excited, and the director calls down, he like, hey, this guy right here, I like what you're doing, keep doing it. It was like, we're
Yeah.
actually gonna bring you up and get you some camera time. And
Yeah.
I couldn't make it the next day to get that camera time because I had class, but so they chose somebody else. But they was like, if you come tomorrow, we gonna give you a scene, to kind of do the background.
Yep.
But I couldn't make it to that. But yeah, it was just. always very strategic, thinking of like, how to get to the next. And I still do that to this day. Like, what do I need to be doing right now? Like every day I try to think of something I could be doing for it at least 10 minutes to work me towards that next level.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
could I could see that, but I think it's something to gather when you see other actors. And from what I've gathered with you and even seeing some of your work,
Mhm.
the characters I've seen you play, I can tell when you hit the camera, you did the work.
Oh yeah.
Like you could see that in an actor's eyes when they did that work.
Hmm.
And I can see that thought process and the wheels turning there that you
Yeah.
I had read that you actually enjoyed the character preparation more than the acting. Would you say that that's still the truth?
Yeah. Because I would say I enjoy the audition process more,
Okay. Okay.
in a way, because it's just there's no there's no there's no like what do you call it? Like it's like is the you just kind of playing with it. And
Yep.
if you get it,
Yep.
you get it. If you don't, you don't. It's like I'm kind of in that space now. A little bit different now because things a little slow. So it's like whenever I did every audition I do get from
Hmm.
like my agent or my manager is very like I cherish it. Like like,
You'd
oh,
be
this
like,
I don't know when the
thank
next
you.
one's gonna be. I'm gonna sit with it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna let it marinate.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so it's a little different. But back, when it was kind of like a little bit more, popping a little bit, definitely like writing books out, or not books, but little paragraphs on character work and stuff, and learning how to prepare a character was always a favorite part of like acting class for me.
Like
Um,
that. And I would say you saying the thing about auditions, I've seen other actors say it too.
mhm,
You become a good actor when you really fall in love with the audition process, when it's like, okay, I have this self-tape.
mhm,
Let's have fun with this. I think
yeah,
I know somewhere down the line for me, I had turned into a robot when I would get characters because I'm like, okay, I'm doing too much. But it's like, no, Portia, like if
yeah,
they are sending you this, something about your essence, they like your essence
right,
as Portia or as Anthony. It's like
correct,
they want to see who you are with these given circumstances. They're not
mhm,
wanting a robot. So
yeah,
I think that's real when you said that. Now, let's talk a little bit about Blood or Not. I read that Blood or Not was a project where you knew it's like, okay, I really want to do this professionally.
uh-huh.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about Blood or Not.
Oh yeah, blood or not. That was my first ever speaking role. I never go back and watch it. Probably won't ever go back. It was kind of like, because that was like my first time on cam, like talking. Um,
That's special though, Anthony. Like people
yeah,
don't talk about that build up in your stomach when you have to talk on
yeah,
camera. You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like it's
Uh-huh.
time, okay, you did the background stuff. Now you gotta do
Yeah.
words now. So
We in the
yeah,
talkies now. We in the talkies now, boys. Like, yeah. So it was very important. It was a very important moment. Just the director coming to me because I came on originally on the project as background,
okay, okay.
and I got bumped up. So when I came on, I didn't think it was game time. I didn't come on set thinking it was game time.
Mhm.
It was game time when she was like, "Hey, we want to give you a scene." I ain't got no time to prepare for game time. Like, what you mean? Like, so it was like a very like spur of the moment thing, she knew it too. Like, shout out to Yana Shine, great director. She, doing her thing with the Tubi projects and stuff. So yeah, it's on Tubi. And that project was pretty dope.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Now, let me say this. I did not watch Blood or Not, but
Hmm.
I saw specifically that you said that that was a pivotal moment for you. And now knowing that that was literally your first like speaking part,
Hmm.
actor to actor, I know what that feels like, but it goes
Yeah.
to say too is like stay ready. You ain't got to
Yeah.
get ready because you really never be knowing when it's like
Never know. Yeah.
we need you to say this word,
Uh-huh.
or
And people
say
get
this
pulled
paragraph.
up all the time. People get pulled up all the time. I'm
Yes.
grateful that mine was just not to diminish or demean her project, but I'm grateful mine was just an indie project and not, a SAG, feature. with these
Yes.
big names. He's like, "Oh, we need you to say this." I'm like, "Oh, shoot. I gotta say that." Yeah. So,
No, it's
yeah.
it's funny because I've seen people joke about it, but like when you're acting and you haven't did any work, even if it's one word, like hello, it's like you overthink.
Say that a million ways.
People like, how they want me to say hello?
Yeah.
You're like,
Right.
okay, I'm gonna say it, but I'm nervous, but I'm gonna say it.
Right. What do I
But
need to feel? What do I need to see when I say this? Hello. You
they're like,
know?
just say the word. Just say
Okay. Yeah, right. Yeah. Got
okay, so up next, let's see. As we're moving closer and closer to present time,
it.
what projects that you've done, which one sticks out to you the most in terms of the amount of preparation that you put in prior to day one of filming?
In memory of
Okay, I read
one.
upon that too. I didn't watch it, but that's within my notes too.
That was my first project that I actually sat down and figured out a process. I also got a acting coach in LA
Hmm.
that is still my coach to this day. Shout out to my boy. Um, he we sat down and actually broke down the script and like he helped me out with it and stuff like that. And that was like the first project that I definitely like sat down and actually felt like I did the work for real, like to the T. I guess you could say to the T, but to the limit that I was at in my career at the moment. But yeah, so and it came out amazing. It was great. It was great working with all of them people. So in memory of is the first one that pops into my head. And also two more. Have we been here? Have we been here before? By Marcus January.
Me and my husband watched it the other day.
Oh yeah, I did.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was.
It has like a A24 feel, and
Uh,
it's very peaceful and calming.
yeah.
And like my mouth dropped. I was like, wait. I
That.
was like, wait. And
Yeah.
I don't want to give it away because I want you all to go watch it and support Anthony and support Marcus as well. Um, but it was very well done and thoughtful.
Yes.
And
Yes.
something I do appreciate about your acting style is you are okay with being still.
Oh
Like
yeah.
you get me? It's like I used
Yeah.
to have an issue with that, and like my acting teachers used to be on me because as you keep, I'm very expressive when I talk and I'm moving and I that's just how I express myself. But
Hmm.
you have a stillness to your acting style, and like you really are listening.
Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
And acting is really just active listening. Like if you're
Sure.
just really like locked in with that person,
Hmm.
just listening, and
Right.
you're just there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Exactly. Like I just it who did I get that from? I got that from an Instagram reel. Like, like it was just like maybe like a acting school in New York. It was like a snippet of I don't
no,
know if it was Stella Adler, but it was like them talking in class. And yeah, I got that from that class. Just really prioritize, not much movement, really just being locked in the moment. Yeah.
it draws people in because they're like, oh, we want to hear, like we want to know what's happening too in this
Yeah.
moment. I think that's what is your superpower. Because
Mhm.
the other one, what's the other one where you're in the therapy room?
How does that make you feel? That was gonna be my next answer too. That
You go
was
ahead. Go ahead.
talk about it.
If you would
Oh
like
yeah,
to.
how does that make you feel? Yeah, Bravel just came to me with the script. He was like, "I got something I want you to read, and I'm interested in working with you on." And checked it out, watched it. I mean, not watched it. We didn't made it yet, but checked it out, read it, and just I really enjoyed the message and like what it was like, just kind of just saying, and it was a lot that I had to do in the time span that he gave me. Uh, you know, so like we shot it one evening. I had just got off work. I was working at the hospital in Birmingham. I had just got off work, changed out my scrubs, and like got into what I had on in the film, and um, called action, like
It's but
yeah,
that's
yeah,
that the hustle. Like that's that hustle. And I feel
Yeah.
like in your stories, it shows me that it's like you've been really chasing the things that you need to chase to put
Yeah.
you in a good position.
Yeah.
Like you're doing everything. Okay, so we have 8 minutes.
Okay.
I want to, within this 8 minutes, okay, okay. Question. For
Hmm.
your future, let's talk about your future. You as an actor, if it's anything that you want people to take away from your projects, what would that be? Like the projects you choose, is it anything that draws you into wanting to be a part of a project or something that you want to show you as an actor, if that makes sense?
Um, just slice of life. I don't, I'm really big on watching those films, like those movies that just tells like a genuine piece of a story of someone, like, and it don't have to be like a biopic or anything, but like just something that people actually can resonate with, are going
Yes.
through, will go through, have gone through, like just real life. Like it's
Yep.
just is what I'm not like, and I'm not closing myself out to other things. Like I just booked a project that I will be shooting this month or in a few weeks. Thank you. That's sort of like, just kind of charactery type. And I'm excited about that. But it, it's just real life, and I just finished a project last month. Thank you. And that was more so what I liked, but I didn't play the actual person that was, going through this, but it was just about dealing with life shifts in life and being in like two types of people. One person who is in this realm of like a hamster wheel, and then this other person who's like a part of his life, but gets out of the hamster wheel, and he's like longing and envious of the person who is being able to go and be free with his life. Like stuff like that is just more important, not more important, but like just very important to the type of stories that I want to tell. Like you aren't alone. People
Hmm.
go through these things because movies wouldn't be made if they didn't go through the things that you're going through. So yeah, I think that's my answer to that question.
I feel like I've been wanting to talk about this stuff for so long because I love like all I geek out about this type of stuff in
Yeah.
actors process. But I
Yeah.
will say I feel like the work that you've started, your catalog thus far is really slice of life work. So
Uh-huh.
I think keep it going. Like keep
Yeah.
doing what you're doing, challenge yourself when you can. But from what you're saying that you're trying to give as an actor, you're cementing that already. I can see that it's a through line there. So I
Yeah.
want you
That.
to know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, what else? What else? Can you talk briefly about your actor's process and condense it as much as you can,
All
if you
right, I got
can?
you.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, all right. So my my actor process, I think like, like when I get an audition or when I get a script,
Mhm.
I first of all, I try to figure out what's going on in the script. What would be missing if my character was not in the story.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's a different way to look at what you bring to the story or
Hmm.
to the script. And it just gives you like a more all around look. Um And yeah, just figuring out the importance of other people in the script. What's my relationship? Relationships is a big part to me.
Okay.
And just figuring out, how to talk, how to, differentiate between who I'm talking to if there's multiple people. Yeah.
I'm gonna steal that because I
Ooh.
think a lot of the times when I look at a script, and I'm sure that it limits me because
Hmm.
I'm just so like, okay, my character, boom, all the other characters, it's like, okay, I get so funneled on me,
You
and
need
I
to
think that could limit you in how you could your point of view as the character, if that makes sense.
Yeah, play it like a puzzle. You the piece, your character's the piece. You want to know what the puzzle is, because then it's like you're just putting it there for no reason. You want to have a reason that you put there. Like it kind of enriches yourself.
I'm
Yeah.
still in that. Okay, Anthony,
Yeah.
for our people out there that want to pursue this and they have no idea, what's one sentence that you would tell them in terms of like encouragement?
Don't be afraid.